guys. It's been a long time since we've done a MotorWerks Today broadcast, so we're going to try and do a few of these over the winter, and it's just going to be a little bit of a news update about things we've heard of that's going on and what we're up to with the magazines. As you can see, we're hard at work over here on the next issue of MotorWerks magazine, and currently working on an article with Ilya Krylov from the UK and his fastest Clio 172 in the UK. We'll have some news on it a little bit later in the broadcast. So what have we got? We've got Brian Smith and his Aerofab supported VW Golf. Brian, you'll know from Grid Life and CSCS events. He goes to most of them, and he has a very professional team, and he's got a good bunch of people helping him out there, and we're going to be running an article on Brian. Then we go back to hill climbing, and Taylor Sheed has got a Toyota MR2 that he's been running down south, and it's gone few iterations, and we're going to be covering that one. It should be quite interesting for the Toyota fans that are looking for something that's a little different. As I mentioned, Ilya Krylov and his Clio. Well, I know that YouTube is a big thing with many race teams. I don't know if as many are using it as should do, but Ilya is one of these guys that has really turned it to his advantage, and he has a fantastic channel called Rusky Weldfab. If you haven't subscribed to it, make a point of going and doing it. It's pretty cool. He's done a lot of cool things with this Clio. It's pretty well all carbon Kevlar, and it's all stuff that he's done at home in his own garage out back. Now, the interesting thing is, Ilya and I have been talking a fair bit this past 2 weeks, and he's actually going to join us with Novichok, as he calls it, becoming another of our project cars, and he will be continuing to put coverage on his website or his YouTube page, but we'll also be covering a bunch of the stuff in the digital magazine, MotorWerks magazine. So it's going to be quite interesting having that dynamic going back and forth. The guy is really good with his videos. I've learned a lot from him, and it's going to be quite exciting. And I guess one of the next things is an article on autocross. You've seen that in the last issues. We've been covering a fair bit of autocross and stuff, and yours truly went and got his butt in gear and got back into competitive driving, and I had a blast. I ran 2 of their PADA autocross series, auto slalom series, as we have to call it up here, in Project 335, and I had an absolute blast. The last one was one of these deals where it was wet, and gradually through the day it got drier and drier, and people got quicker and quicker. So we got to drive in all sorts of weather, which is one of the reasons that autocross is such a good thing, because you can make mistakes and not harm anything. And sometimes that's a little bit harder to do when you're out on a proper racetrack and stuff. But it was great. At the end of the year, we had a PADA banquet, and I think everyone enjoyed it. We'll have some video on that going up on our YouTube page. As far as Project 335, I identified some things, and we are going to be modifying that a little bit for going forward into 2023. The brakes, our good friends and advertisers at G-Lock Brakes are putting together a set of R6 compound pads that will give us a little bit more stopping power, and to help out with the whole package, we are going to be using some Miller's oil fluids, and we're also going to update with getting rid of the flexible hoses. We got some Bimmer World braided hoses that are going to be fitted, and at the same time we are going to be installing their solid caliper bushes to keep the caliper located so that we get better wear on the pads. Photos, you know how a lot of you know how I am into data. Photos are data, and one of the things we did see was that the car was rolling over in the front end quite a piece. So to that end, we are going to we've got a white line anti-roll bar kit front and back that we will be installing over the winter, and that install will also be going up on our YouTube page. And I think that's the Project 335 updates. So what else have we got going? Oh yeah, we've got new ways to link our Throwback Thursday articles. What we used to do was just put a link on the page that would take you directly to the magazine on issue.com platform, and you could read the articles. So we thought we'd be a bit cute and put a little bit more effort into making it fun. So we've created small videos that are around about the 1 to 2 minute long range, and they basically by clicking on them you'll go to the YouTube channel, and you'll be able to see what the article in the car and the pertinent points about that vehicle in the article are all about. And if you want to go and read the full article, you can then go into the description where the hyperlink will take you directly to the magazine, and you can read all about it. So every Thursday going forward, both Miniology and MotorWerks Magazine will be putting up a Throwback Thursday video to let you see some of the stuff that we've covered back in the past. There's some real cool cars back there. And whenever you go in there, remember to subscribe to the channel so that you will be updated when the next videos come out. And okay, how many of you are going to be going to PRI? Unfortunately, I can't do it. With the resurgence in COVID, I can't chance it. I heard of people coming from SEMA that had caught it. My health issues are far too, I have too many health issues that I cannot afford to get sick. And because of that, I've decided I'm going to pass on PRI this year. It's pretty sad having, the last 3 years not being there. But one thing I know for sure is our good friends and advertisers, Forestline Motorsports, will be there. As usual, same place, booth 545. And in addition to the 8 wheels that they released before the SEMA show, they should have some more wheels to unveil at PRI as well. They will be included in our new product section of the magazine, and I think that's it for the news for this little while. So hopefully you enjoyed this little update, and if you've got any comments, make them down here somewhere, and somewhere around there's a subscribe button. Hit it, and we'll see you next time.